Hey YouTube, today I want to talk about Rexis Comfort and Rexis Speed. These strings cost me $19.99, now they cost $22. They're both in that premium PU multifilament price range. I strung Rexis Comfort at 48 pounds, and within 5 days it dropped to 41 pounds. And Yonex Rexis Speed I strung at 51 pounds, and within 5 days it dropped to 42 pounds. I strung the Rexis Speed higher because after I played with Rexis Comfort, it was so soft and comfortable, I thought I'd get away with stringing a little bit higher. But these strings I found were actually very different, and so if I did it again, I probably would have strung Rexis Comfort at 51 and strung Rexis Speed at 48 pounds. Rexis Comfort ended up lasting me about 10 days total before it snapped, and then Rexis Speed, this one's a little bit trickier because I strung it and then I didn't play with it much after 5 days, and then I also went to Korea. But I did play a small tournament in Korea, just a local one, with this string bed, so I did get some hitting in. But anyways, the string lasted me just shy of a month with all that in mind. If I was to guess how long it would have lasted me if I had just kept playing normally, it'd probably be between 2 or 3 weeks, I guess. But yeah, unfortunately, circumstances changed where I got a lot busier recently and I wasn't able to play as much tennis. You'll even notice in this video, I recorded these back in September and it's almost December now. So it's been a while since I've been able to play any tennis. If I was to give a brief summary about these two strings, Rexis Comfort is the softer, more comfortable string. It's the one that you would expect when you think about a really soft, comfortable, gut-like string. And Rexis Speed, it behaves a little bit more like a poly, so you can expect a little bit more control, a little bit more direct feedback from the string bed when you hit the ball. The string here in the video is Rexis Comfort, and this string was very unique. Among the PU multifilaments even. While I was stringing it, it felt like natural gut. Like if you strung natural gut before, you know you have to be careful when you pull on the string because it easily creases, it can easily break. And while it wasn't the same level of delicateness as natural gut, it still had that same feeling. And it was very interesting. Just like natural gut, I was finding myself making sure the string was completely straight before pulling tension, and being careful when I was feeding it through with my hand through the grommets. For this string, it has a outer casing that's protecting the very soft inner PU nylon, and once the outer casing breaks, like any of these Yonex strings that we've done so far, Speed included, but also we did the Rexis Feel. Once the outer casing breaks, it's going to snap at any given moment. But while this one, when it snapped and I looked at the inside filaments, I could tell that this one was closer to Rexis Feel. It was really soft, really brush-like, the way that strings felt. Versus when I looked at the Rexis Speed, it was a little bit more hardened. Like it looked like it had been fused together or maybe glued together. And if you look at the picture that they have on the packaging, you can see that it is a little bit different how they have created the core. And the different cores, they did make an impact on how the string felt and played. The Rexis Speed, with the blend of the thin and the thick inner cores, trying to get that balance between a comfortable soft feel and also some direct feedback. It was more like a polyester. It had like a round poly. I felt like it had a good blend of power, of control, and of spin, versus Rexis Comfort with the uniform thin filaments. It gave you a very soft, comfortable feeling. And I know in this channel I use the word plush a lot, but it's because it's hard to describe that feeling you have when you play with really soft, comfortable strings. For those of you who play with these kind of strings regularly, like in the Yonex Rexis Feel, the multi-feel from Technofibber, and so forth. Yeah, it's just a hard to describe feeling, but it is a great sensation. You don't feel that direct feedback you get when you hit with the harder string, but you do get this really nice sensation when you hit the ball. Kind of feel like you can almost guide it. I feel like you can kind of like manipulate the ball, maybe because in the string bed a little bit longer, because the strings are a little bit more elastic. But yeah, you kind of feel you can manipulate the ball a little bit more and kind of nudge the ball the way you want, versus the more direct feedback, the more stiffer strings. You feel like when you hit the ball, you're giving it precise directions where to go, and you get a lot more control that way. The last thing I want to end with is playability. The Rexis Comfort stayed fairly consistent throughout the play. I mean, of course, that initial big tension drop, you do feel quite a bit of difference there. But until it breaks, it's pretty much going to be the same experience. Versus Rexis Speed, I really liked it initially. It really felt great. I feel like I had a lot of control. I was actually really enjoying volleying as well with it, and I was hitting my serves really well with it. So I was really liking the string. But as it started losing tension, and as I played with it more, I found it more and more difficult to control. It was like a poly. It started to feel more trampoline-y, much more unpredictable. And when the tension was low, I didn't swing with full confidence anymore. I was just being a little bit more careful to keep the ball in play, because I know that I had a lot of power, and it was just hard for me to gauge how I could attack the ball with my string bed. So that's all I have to say about these strings. It is true to their marketing. Rexis Comfort is for someone who wants more comfort, maybe something more like natural gut. Rexis Speed is for someone who wants more control, more speed, more power. And yeah, these strings are very expensive, so I can see them being for very specific people. Someone who wants to have a string like natural gut but it's not too expensive, that might be Rexis Comfort. Or someone who wants a poly-like multifilament, they need comfort, but they don't want to give up the control, then yeah, you can pay the extra money to get the Rexis Speed. But for most people out there, I wouldn't do this as a daily driver. If you don't have any specific reasons to, buying a $11 to $13 string will probably just do just fine for you. And finally, it's a little bit off topic, but I just want to mention that with the winter months coming up, it's going to be a lot harder for me to play tennis regularly. And it already was hard with my newborn daughter and balancing my work and other responsibilities. So yeah, it might be a little bit longer before we can continue on this PU Multifilament series. I also did notice that there were a couple of Dunlop PU multifilaments that I missed, so I will be adding those in the future as well. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helps someone out there, and have a great day.